Manipulation tactics used by politicians and CEOs. They make you think you are free, while pulling every string you cannot see. This is not about politics. Not about business. It is about human nature psychology, the instincts that make people obey without force. Watch closely. Every speech, every press conference, every shareholder meeting is a performance. Lines written to trigger fear, hope, trust. Pauses timed to feel authentic. Stories shaped to bypass your logic and hit the part of you that reacts, not thinks. Because people do not follow facts. They follow feelings. They follow whoever controls the emotional frame. Confidence feels safer than uncertainty. So the most confident voice wins, even when wrong. This is how manipulation tactics work. They never fight your reason. They walk right around it. Look at the structure. Step 1, trigger fear. Fear of the economy collapsing. Fear of missing out. Fear of the other side winning. Fear makes people freeze, or follow anyone promising safety. Step 2, give them one enemy. One scapegoat to blame. One villain to hate. Simple stories spread faster than complex truth. Step 3, offer a clear solution. A vote, a product, a single choice to fix everything. The brain loves simple answers because thinking too much feels dangerous. Then repeat it. Again, again, again. Repetition turns noise into belief. The mind mistakes familiarity for truth. This is power dynamics in action. It works in politics. It works in corporations. It works anywhere people trade freedom for certainty. Watch any CEO before a crisis. They call layoffs transformation. They call problems opportunities. Change the label. You change how people feel about the fact. This is psychological manipulation hidden in plain sight. Game theory in real life always rewards framing. Who controls the frame controls the outcome. Politicians frame wars as defense of freedom. Companies frame price hikes as strategic realignment. They know language shapes reality. Say something the right way. People stop questioning the details. Want to learn how to read people? Start with silence. Powerful people speak slowly, leave gaps, make others lean in. Silence makes you project authority onto them. It feels like wisdom. It feels like control. Then watch the emotional anchors. Music, images, symbols. Link the message to feelings you already trust, and your brain transfers the emotion without asking. That is why political rallies play dramatic music. Why product launches show inspirational videos before revealing the price. Emotion first, logic second, decision already made before facts arrive. Office politics tips? Same system. Your boss uses compliments before criticism so you accept the stain. Managers ask for your opinion after they already decided, so you feel involved. Colleagues use small confessions to gain your trust before asking for favors. Street smart skills mean noticing these games before you get played. Humans crave belonging, so manipulators frame it as versus them. Insiders versus outsiders. Anyone who disagrees becomes an enemy of progress. People stay silent to avoid being cast out. This survival mindset runs everything. From boardrooms to elections. From office rumors to global campaigns. Fear of exclusion keeps people obedient more than fear of punishment. The tactics feel invisible when you are inside them. You think you are deciding freely. You think you chose the product. You think you believed the speech because it made sense. You didn't. You reacted the way human nature always reacts when pressure, fear, and hope collide. Every move tested. Every word engineered. This is why emotional intelligence becomes a weapon in the wrong hands. The same skills used to heal relationships can control crowds. The same insights used for therapy can build propaganda. Because the goal is not truth. The goal is loyalty. Once you feel loyalty, facts stop mattering. You defend the leader. You defend the company. You defend the story because it feels like defending yourself. That is why manipulation tactics work so well in modern life. They hijack identity. If disagreeing feels like betraying your tribe, you will never disagree. Pause for a moment. Think about every big speech you ever believed in. Every product launch that made you feel inspired. Every campaign that made you afraid of them and loyal to us. Do you see the same pattern now? Because behind the cameras, behind the smiles, behind the perfect quotes, the system keeps running. The rules never change. Only the faces do. They use contrast framing. Show something worse first, so the bad news feels lighter. Layoffs look smaller after mentioning a bigger crisis. Price hikes sound better after comparing to a competitor's higher price. The mind judges by contrast, not by facts. They use scarcity, last chance, limited seats, only 1 week left. Scarcity creates panic, panic kills logic. They use future pacing, paint a vivid future until people feel like it already exists. The brain tastes the reward early, so decisions feel safe before evidence arrives. They use scapegoating, one villain to hate, one face to blame. Simple enemies unite crowds faster than complex causes. They use labeling, call critics extremists, call themselves visionaries. People believe labels even when proof is thin. They use social proof, show crowds cheering, show graphs rising, show influencers agreeing. People follow people, not arguments. They use crisis language. This moment decides everything. This election shapes the century. This quarter defines our future. Urgency kills patience, and patient minds ask too many questions. They use repetition until resistance dies. One phrase, over and over. Familiarity feels like truth. They use moral framing, make opponents look selfish, make themselves look like defenders of justice, equality, freedom. People want to feel righteous. They side with the story that protects their self-image. They use authority theater, big stages, flags behind the podium, titles on screens. The mind links symbols with power, so words feel heavier. They use overload, charts, jargon, statistics. Bury the audience in data until surrender feels easier than analysis. They use selective transparency, reveal small secrets so the bigger ones stay hidden. People trust partial honesty more than silence. They use fake vulnerability, admit to small flaws to look authentic. It makes the big flaws harder to see. They use silence after accusations. No defense, no rush. Calmness looks like innocence even when it is calculation. They use flattery before the pitch. Smart people like you will understand this plan. No one wants to look dumb by saying no. They use deniability, imply promises, then deny them when things fail. The crowd blames itself for misunderstanding. They use time pressure. Decide tonight. Vote now. Rushed decisions hide traps. They use insider language. Make followers feel part of a special group. Outsiders feel stupid. People crave belonging more than truth. They use success theater, luxury settings, famous endorsements. It signals winning, so people join before asking what game is being played. They use ambiguity. Say things that sound deep but mean nothing. Empty words let every listener imagine their own version of truth. This is how manipulation tactics survive in politics, business, and daily life. They do not break rules. They bend emotions. They use human nature against itself. See the game clearly, and the spell weakens. Miss the game, and you clap on command thinking it was your idea. Maybe that is the final trick. Making you believe you cannot be manipulated, so you never notice when you are.